Box score Russell Westbrook made his preseason debut on Friday night in Oklahoma City, his first appearance in a Thunder uniform since signing the richest contract in NBA history. Fans inside Chesapeake Energy Arena got their first look at the newly formed OK3, and didn't leave disappointed, as the Thunder cruised down the stretch to a 10,291 victory over the New Orleans Pelicans. Westbrook logged just 10 minutes in the contest, but showed no signs of slowing after a PRP injection in his left knee cost him most of training camp in the preseason opener. He finished with 9 points and 4 assists on 35 shooting, but more importantly looked like the same player that won MVP a season ago. His presence, even in very limited action, opened up the Thunder offense, and completely changed an attack that often stalled on Tuesday night against Houston. It's clear Oklahoma City will look to play fast, and Westbrook already looks comfortable using the weaponry surrounding him. Paul George led the way for the Thunder with 25 points in 27 minutes. Carmelo Anthony added 9 points of his own, logging 17 minutes and again sitting for the entire second half. Oklahoma City now moves to 11 in preseason play, and will be back in action on Sunday against Melbourne United of Australia's National Basketball League. Tip-off is at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time in OKC. Below are some thoughts and notes. Paul George is good. I'm pushing the limits with a hot take like Paul George is good, but Thunder fans in general are still learning the scope of what he can do on a basketball court. Despite everything already known about the guy, there are moments you find yourself watching him, and thinking, okay, yeah, he's good. George finished with 25 points and 4 rebounds, shooting 714 in the process. He also got to the foul line frequently, wrapping up the night shooting 810 from the stripe. His highlights via the NBA: Paul George drops 25 PTS on 714 shooting for the Oak Thunder. NBA preseason picked out Twitter.com's NJOQJ, NBA at NBA October 7, 2017. Like Tuesday night against Houston, he looked most comfortable in the second half, shooting 34 from the field after the break. His effectiveness moving without the basketball will prove invaluable for the Thunder, and his knack for hitting open shots should quickly build a solid rapport with his superstar point guard. Crown of the Dimes. Russ dishes 4 of them in Q1. Scores 9. Thunder leads Pels 2,826. Preseason picked out Twitter.com. Formal FECME, OKC Thunder at Oak Thunder October 7, 2017. George's ability to play off the ball is a large part of why many consider him the perfect complement to Westbrook. They shared the court for roughly 10 minutes against the Pelicans, but the early returns are promising. Terrence Ferguson could be a thing in the 201,617 preseason. Kyle Singler averaged 10.8 points per game and shot 60% from downtown. He even had a 3-game stretch where he averaged 14.3 points on 75% shooting from beyond the arc. It totally looked like a thing, but ultimately became nothing at all. It's easy to fall into traps set by preseason standouts. That being said, Terrence Ferguson is on a heater right now. The 19-year-old rookie logged 24 minutes against the Pelicans, scoring 9 points, adding 3 rebounds and a block. He's making a name for himself through his energy in defense, and even got some early run alongside Westbrook, George and Anthony. Speaking after the game, George and Anthony made it clear they're big fans of what he's doing. Melo said, "Love him. He's a guy that comes in and works hard, do the things we ask him to do." George later added, "Terrence is going to be special." Via Brett Dawson. Melo on Terrence Ferguson. Pic.twitter.com 802FNJNVMC. Brett Dawson at Bay Dawson writes October 7, 2017 via Dawson and Paul George on Terrence Ferguson, 2. Pic.twitter.com Rob 5 Lee. Brett Dawson at Bay Dawson writes October 7, 2017 at ISNT. Time to go buy up all the Terrence Ferguson stock, but he is turning heads early. I would expect there to be many meaningful regular season minutes available, but he's certainly no lock to spend his entire rookie season in the league. Could be a thing, who knows? Assorted notes. Steven Adams bounced back nicely from his injury scare on Tuesday night. He scored 8 points on 44 shooting. Samaj Kristen received 21 minutes on Friday, 14 more than Isaiah Canaan. He pitched in 7 points and 3 rebounds, finishing at a 10 for the contest. This is where it starts. Josh Huestis is a talented guy. One of those players you just pray never ends up in San Antonio and exacts revenge on the Thunder for years to come. Anthony Davis 17 minutes, and DeMarcus Cousins 14 minutes, saw limited action for the Pelicans. They combined for 27 points and 11 rebounds, but the rest of their starters struggled to get much going. Perry Jones dropped 10 points and 7 rebounds off the New Orleans bench. He'll never forget that week in 2014 where he seemed like our best hope. Full Westbrook highlights Brody back. Russ makes his NBA preseason debut for the Oak Thunder. Pic.twitter.com Lex at 7VCXZ NBA at NBA October 7, 2017.